Happy weekend from Fextralife. If you've been too busy to keep up on the latest in the games we cover, or are looking for a refresher, we've got your back. Let's take a look at the comings and goings across the Fextralife Wiki Network.
Moving like a soldier.
A new regulation dropped this week for Dark Souls 3 and addressed some issues related to the Ring City, the final expansion for From Software's Dark Souls 3 on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. The DLC marked the end of an age and let fans experience a brand new setting for the final time. In addition to fixing some of the issues with the DLC, the patch made the following adjustments: increased damage and scaling of simple, crystal, fire, chaos, lightning, dark, deep, and blessed infusions, increased the damage of raw infusions, reduced the damage and scaling of heavy infusions at lower weapon levels, increased scaling of sharp infusions, and increased damage gain at high levels of dexterity, reduced scaling of heavy infusions on lighter weapons. Several specific weapons were also adjusted. Be sure to check the patches page on the wiki for full details. And be sure you're checking out the Ring City pages for everything you need to get you through the new content. Furthermore, be sure to check out our YouTube channel with a video guide on how to defeat each of the new bosses, as well as some other tips and tricks on how to get through the DLC. A new patch for Mass Effect Andromeda dropped on April 6 for players and addressed some of the more critical issues discovered in the game from launch, especially facial animations and lip syncing. Beyond that, BioWare has laid out their plans for the next 2 months of updates designed to address the following issues: more options and variety in the character creator, improvements to hair and general appearance for characters, ongoing improvements to cinematic scenes and animations, improvements to male romance options for Scott Ryder, adjustments to conversations with Haley Abrams, performance, cosmetic item additions to single player. Later in the week, BioWare released the next limited time Apex mission for the game. It's available from this past Thursday until Monday the 10th on every platform. Players can join the elite Apex forces and take part in the next of several ongoing story-based missions that will feature new playable characters, weapons, and items. This week's mission, These Beautiful Killer Bots, takes place on Firebase Paradox and holds remnant secrets. You'll have to get in and out as fast as you can and survive the robot onslaught. Available for this mission will be a Solarian Architect loadout with the modded Remnant bot. You'll also have access to the Inferno Sniper Rifle, an adaptive war amp that increases the strength of biotics, and a Juggernaut shield that increases maximum shield strength and melee damage through high capacity kinetic barrier generators. What are your thoughts on the updates and the commitment to the future support of the game? Check out our review of the blockbuster Space Saga for more thoughts on where the game succeeded and where we feel like it fell short. To celebrate the 3rd birthday of The Elder Scrolls Online from its initial launch, a special event is running until April 18th. Here's what's cooking. When you log in, find a celebrated chef Donalon in Vocal Guard, Daggerfall, or Daven's Watch, and complete his appetizing quest Ache for Cake. Once this quest is complete, the new 2nd annual Jubilee Cake will be added to your Mementos collection. You can use the cake to place it in the world. Once placed, anybody within your group can take a slice, and for the duration of the event, receive a 2-hour 100% XP buff that stacks with any other active XP bonuses. Time to ramp up that XP gain. Additionally, all daily and weekly quests completed during the anniversary event will earn you an anniversary gift box along with their standard rewards. They contain crafting materials, but they are also guaranteed to include at least one rare item, such as Nern Crux, motif chapters, style items, furniture crafting items, or more. ZeniMax Online has also announced that Morrowind, the upcoming expansion to the game, will be entering a closed beta on the PC public test server in a few weeks ahead of its June 6 release. Typically, the PTS content is open to any PC players, but for this expansion they've chosen to make it invite only. Participation in previous PTS cycles is going to be a primary factor for choosing invitees to this and future events, so if you're not selected and want to participate, be sure to start using the PTS to test base game content. Those players chosen to participate will be notified via email, and will be invited to a private forum area. Everyone who participates will be required to agree to an NDA. The closed beta will include the entirety of the expansion and Update 14, which includes the brand new story and zone Vardenfell, the new PvP game mode Battlegrounds, the new Warden class, the new trial called the Halls of Fabrication. This is a massive expansion that will bring players back to the cherished area we first explored in the Elder Scrolls 3. Thoughts on the upcoming beta and Morrowind expansion? We'll have much more to come in the following weeks and months. Square Enix announced that the combined sales of Nier Automata their high-speed action RPG sequel to Nier on PS4 and PC has surpassed 1 million units sold between physical and digital copies, making the game quite the surprise success. We loved our time with the game, and scored it accordingly in our review, and were compelled to play through it multiple times to discover all the numerous possible endings. There are so many hidden secrets and quirks, and many found the game resonated with an old-school gaming vibe by bringing back that element of wonder and discovery. Congrats to Square Enix and developer Platinum Games. If you haven't played it yet, there's a free demo for it on the PlayStation Store. Give it a try, and if you buy, be sure to check out our beginner's guide and wiki for everything you need on endings, quests, weapons, skills, and more. We've also got a complete trophy guide all ready for you completionists. Focus Home Interactive and Deck 13 have released a new trailer for The Surge that gives a closer look into the game's signature target loot equip feature, in which you sever components from your foes and then add them to your own equipment setup. The trailer shows a lovely progression where gradually over the duration of the video, the player becomes increasingly more bulked out from the parts they've harvested off foes. The combat system allows you to target specific body parts and focus on generating the drops that you need. If you're in the market for a new arm piece, go ahead and target the next enemy that has one you like. There's a trade-off at play because the part you want may result in much longer battle than normal. The toughest enemies will also drop the most powerful weapons and armor, making them a risky but valuable source of new gear. The system is looking like it's going to be quite gratifying in its visceral approach to loot. Typically, you know you're gathering loot from fallen foes, but it's a whole different thing to actually see the carving in action. Keep checking back with us for more on The Surge leading up to its May 16th release for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Phoenix Labs has unveiled a Founders Pack program for Dauntless that allows players to be early backers and guarantee closed beta access, as well as earn perks on different items and materials when engaging the deadly behemoths. The program has 3 tiers, which all have various perks and rewards for backers. You can see the full breakdown of each tier on our blog article. All of the tiers guarantee access to the closed beta, which should be here sometime this summer. If you want to learn more, head over to their website where you can register and check out our preview of the game on the blog. They also detailed how some of the loot system in their upcoming online RPG will function for players. With Dauntless featuring Monster Hunter and MMO-like elements, crafting and loot are going to be a large component of the gameplay when it releases later this year. Players will be teaming up to take down the massive beasts that fill the landscape. When they slay one, they'll harvest materials like fangs, scales, fur, and other off the foes. Combined with these, you'll be harvesting something called Aether, which is an energy-like substance that the beasts feed off of from the land itself. Once done, you'll bring your gathered components to an Aethersmith, who will distill the Aether into a mineral called Arcanite, which contains the elemental and temperamental nature of the behemoth you've slain. This gets applied to the weapon you forge, and further upgrading these new weapons will require more elemental Arcanite. Players will be able to purchase temporary boosts which will impact the quantity of materials that they gather from a hunt, which come in 2 tiers, Champion and Patron. Regardless of the boost purchased, none of them will be a substitute for skill on the battlefield, and that players will have to earn everything they craft. Warhorse Studios has released a new video for Kingdom Come Deliverance that takes a closer look at the production that has gone on into the game's cutscenes. With their in-house motion capture studio, they produced more than 240 minutes of full performance captured cutscenes for the realism-based RPG set in real historical events in the Kingdom of Bohemia. In addition to Brian Blessed and Tom McKay, over 50 actors from the Czech Republic, Great Britain, and the USA were involved. The game is taking realism to another level, and is being developed to give players the most immersive of experiences. How you handle a quest, the decisions you make, the quality and nature of armor and weapons, all of it is designed to reflect real-world conditions, giving you freedom as well as a whole new set of circumstances to manage. This immersion into real historical events is complemented by the game's cutscenes and rich voice acting. Kingdom Come Deliverance is in internal beta development and is scheduled to release sometime later this year. Keep checking back with us for more. And finally, we took a look this week at Star Citizen, an upcoming space sandbox MMO on PC. Combining open world exploration complete with customizable ships and a first-person shooter experience, the game is looking to redefine the genre and offer players unparalleled freedom. For a deeper look at the game, give the preview article on our blog a read, and be sure to check out the companion preview video here on our YouTube channel. And that's a wrap for the Weekend Wikis. We're looking forward to another great week of gaming fun. Don't forget to check out our VIP program for some exclusive supporter benefits, and budding writers should take advantage of our Become an Author initiative. Thanks for a great week, and as always, keep checking in with us for news, reviews, YouTube streams and videos, and general wiki goodness. follow us on social media for all the latest and greatest. The more followers we get, the larger the army of the Fexes grows.